Circuses, decisions, elections. Election season in the USA officially kicks off Monday, February 3rd with the Iowa caucus and then transitions into the more common and routine primary voting season on Tuesday, February 11th with New Hampshire's first in the nation primary. 40 U.S. states have primaries, while Alaska, Colorado, Hawaii, Kansas, Maine, Minnesota, Nevada, North Dakota, Wyoming, and Iowa still hold on to the antiquated, time-consuming, and far more engaging caucus. On caucus day, 11 Democrat contenders will vie for their party's nomination, with Sanders, Biden, Warren, Buttigieg, Bloomberg, and Klobuchar polling in the top half of the field. Concerns for many Democrat voters are constitutionality, progressive and equitable economic reform, leveling the playing field to facilitate disadvantaged citizens having greater accessibility to the American dream, health care, inclusiveness of minorities, electability, civility, and other, many of which directly overlap. Economic reform, distribution of wealth, taxation, and programs designed to raise the populace's economic status through taxpayer-funded free government initiatives is a theme Rome introduced with its bread and circuses policies back when we transitioned from BCE to CE, and the policy of giveaways remains a crucial difference between the Republican and Democrat parties, as well as between members within both. Some Democrat candidates are calling for a virtual overhaul of government's direct role in the lives of U.S. citizens, while others wish to tweak rather than replace status quo. It is on economic policy, including taxation and redistribution of wealth, that I will focus. I would like to redistribute wealth via universal basic income, UBI, where all legal residents who have reached the age of majority receive a substantial monthly payment. I would like to see a far more simplified tax code with small jumps between 60-plus tax brackets accompanied by a near elimination of tax deductions. Yes, the reconfigured tax brackets would in essence tax away the UBI benefit for higher income Americans. I would like to see everyone whose earnings are above the federal poverty level pay income tax. The rate of taxation would start at 1%. That's 1% of gross income. I would like to see a low sales tax. Sales tax is regressive because those who make less money have to spend more of their income on daily needs as compared to those who make more money. I would like to use sin tax more frequently on products that clearly damage us. I would like to see low corporate taxes with a near elimination of tax deductions. Every corporation would pay taxes, including churches. I would like to see monumental reforms in healthcare, not just healthcare costs and coverage, but how healthcare is perceived. We all need to work proactively in self-care, and any healthcare reform that does not recognize and promote this will simply overburden a highly flawed system while shifting rather than reducing costs. I would not like to see free college. Supply and demand is real, as is having skin in the game. I have a core belief that children should be given gifts while adults should be given opportunities. I think charities that provide clients items at no cost rather than offering items and services on a sliding fee scale are unintentionally diminishing the self-esteem, value, and integrity of clients. People tend to value items for which they work and pay and take for granted things that are provided for free. This is human nature, and if we want students to excel, they need to pay a wealth-based proportion of their schooling. I would also love to see grades used as a component in government-funded college giveaways. The higher your GPA, the less you pay. A blanket free college is not an answer to the burden of college costs. Policies that ignore reality do not address issues. They simply represent fantasy fulfillment. The term "staffle," there ain't no such thing as a free lunch, cannot be ignored. Someone pays for every service, every road, every program, and as a country, we all need to contribute in order to achieve continued success. Free should never be applied to any taxpayer-funded governmental giveaway. Taxpayer-funded initiatives are not free. They take resources from one segment of taxpayers and give to another, and it is our duty to ensure that these actions are beneficial to the health and well-being of the USA and her citizens. Vote 2020!